Hello wet shavers, welcome to the Soap Thing Project. If this is your first time watching, I want to thank you for joining us today. And if you do enjoy the video, I have a subscribe button for you located right there. So feel free to click on it if you would like to see more of the same or similar type of content. So let's talk about the hardware and software today. We're going to use Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Fresco shaving soap. And we have the matching Aftershave. And the soap is 4 ounces of CK1. It is a vegan shaving soap formula. I'll put the exact ingredients in the description of the video for you. And I do believe this is $14.95 for 4 ounces. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, $14.95 for 4 ounces. So those will be the shaving soap and the aftershave. Actually, let's talk about the aftershave for a second. I need to touch on something. This aftershave is so fragrant that I did find myself experiencing some olfactory fatigue, which I don't normally experience that with even the strongest scented aftershaves and soaps. But it did last for about an hour, and eventually my nose did recover and I could start picking it up again. But I'm not sure if it's the scent strength or just the nature of the scent. It's a very potent smelling sort of thing. Maybe potent is the wrong word, but it's an aggressive scent by its very nature. At least it is in the aftershave form. So it did end up causing some olfactory fatigue, but I'm not going to hold that against it. The razor we're going to use is going to be the RazoRock Mamba 70.70 millimeter blade gap, and this is the Bulldog handle from RazoRock. We did have some good luck on the last shaving video with Gillette menorahs, so we're going to give those a second try to see if we can replicate the same success. And the brush, which has been soaking, is going to be this 28 millimeter Maggard SHD Badger Knot on a Wolf Whiskers handle, and this is a 28 millimeter Kaylee shape from Maggard. It's an exclusive, and this is just whatever color you want it to be. I mean, it's got something for everybody, but that is going to be the brush we're going to use today. So let's get all this together and let's have a great shave today. Okay, here we have the soap in the bottom of the bowl. We got the spray bottle and we have the brush. So we're going to put a few sprays in here and we'll get the lather started. Yeah, it does look like I could get away with quite a bit more water. So scent strength, we'll talk about the scent and the scent strength in here in a minute, but this one for me does not seem to increase in scent strength from the tub to a lather. It stays pretty stable, at least from what I can tell. And I think I can get some more performance out of that. Let's try a little bit more. Trying my best to keep this on camera. This is quite the awkward process. So a little bit more, touch more. I probably had a good enough lather by now, but I like to stretch it and see what kind of performance I can get out of it. Oh yeah, that is plenty of high quality lather from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. All right, let's do the shave. All right, time to put some water on the face. I'm going to use the Phoenix shaving. ice cube on the face today for a pre-shave. This is going to boost the lather a little bit, provide some extra slickness maybe, and provide a fair amount of menthol cooling. So, got 2 days growth on the face today. Okay, let's have a smell. Scent strength for this one is a 3 out of 3, so high scent strength. It's not outrageously strongly scented, but it is definitely, you'll have no trouble smelling this. So let's put it on the face. Now, PAA Fresco, the scent on it is inspired by the original Old Spice Fresh that was around in the mid 80s to the mid 90s, I do believe. This scent obviously predates me, so I've never smelt it with my own nose. One thing I can tell you though is that it does not smell like this. This is something different. It, at best, is a piss poor attempt at recreating a scent that the scent that came before it. But PAA describes Old Spice Fresh as a aromatic fougere, and I need to put a blade in my razor. So it is described as a aromatic fougere, which has some broad connotations, to put it lightly. Let me give you an example. Calvin Klein Eternity is an aromatic fougere. Drakkar Noir is a aromatic fougere. But those two smell nothing alike, and neither of them smell anything like this. So there's definitely some broad scents inside the term aromatic fougere. But inside that family of scents, if I had to compare it to something, it would be kind of in the realm of a Paco Rabanne Pour Homme. Something like that, relatively close to that. Let's start the shave. This is a good razor and blade combination. Sometimes you just discover something great through trial and error, through doing it over and over and over again. Different razor combinations, different blade combinations, until you finally find something you like. I shouldn't say something you like, but something that works very, very, very well. So going back to the scent, it exudes freshness, I will say that. It is a very crisp and fresh, quintessential fougere sort of scent. It does have some of that lingering fuddy-duddy spiciness that you get from regular Schulten's Old Spice, but there's a lot less of it. And it's competing with the fougere template that's been added to it. So if you are somebody who is on the fence on whether or not you like Old Spice, you might or might not like this, just because there's less of the Old Spice spiciness, so to speak. At least that's the impression I get. Okay, let's do another pass. Most of my soaps are from PAA are from CK1. And the reason for that is the performance difference between CK1 and CK6, in my personal opinion, is negligible. They're so close to performing the same way for me that it doesn't justify the $24.95 or $24.99 price tag. Even if you're gaining an ounce, it's still just like, this is good enough. And that 1 extra ounce, this soap is going to last me 4, 5, 6, 7 years with the amount of soaps that I have. So it's not like I need that extra ounce. Scent is really good though. I like this. Now don't get me wrong, CK6 is better, but it's not that much better. It's not night and day better. Now, keep in mind, all this is my subjective opinion for the grain of salt that it's worth. So, feel free to disagree, but I'd rather take that $10 extra and put it towards some star jelly or an aftershave or some blades or some accessories, because they've got everything under the sun over there at PAA. This Mamba 70 is kind of, relatively mild. I wouldn't say it's extremely mild. It's aggressive enough to get your shave done fairly easily. I wouldn't want to go any more mild than this, because it probably wouldn't be getting much done for me. So if somebody asked me, should I get the Mamba 70 or the Mamba 53, I'd tell you get the 70. Because even if it's a little too aggressive at first, it's something you can grow into. And you're going to have to experiment with different razor and blade combinations, because most razors are different from one to the next, and most razor blade types are different. So, but if I had to go onto a deserted island and never buy a razor or a blade again, I think I can safely say that I would prefer to take the Mamba 70 with Gillette Minoras. Because short of me being just reckless and irresponsible, it is looking like this might provide a sharp, smooth, and hopefully nick-free shave. I got the tiniest nick right there, so oh well. It's still not where I usually get them, and it's a very small nick, so assuming nothing else goes wrong, I'd call that a satisfying shave. I'm just cleaning up right now. Okay. See if I'm feeling any stragglers. Oh, right there. Okay, that's enough. part of getting a satisfying shave is knowing when to stop. So we're going to do the Allen Block report card, and then we're going to come back for the aftershave. Okay, time for the RazoRock Allen Block. Put some water on the face really quickly. Grab the RazoRock Allen Block. And let's see how we did. Right there, there's some stinging. I shouldn't be surprised because I got the tiniest little nick there. Let's go downstairs. Right about here. So, seems to be a common spot. Is right around here I get some stinging, and right around there, it's just a hot spot for me. So everywhere else it doesn't feel like anything. So I think I'd call that a good report card from the Allen Block today. Okay, time for the aftershave and my final thoughts on PAA Fresco. This one does have a limiter on it that's more restrictive than their other aftershaves, so. Oh man, whew. It's not stinging, like it's not the alcohol, it's just the fragrance. Like it goes up your nose and it's just like, whoa, okay. That is definitely some Old Spice freshness going on with PAA Fresco. So, but I would rather have that than the other way around. I'd rather have this than not be able to smell it. So, you pick your battles. So what are my final thoughts on, where did I put it? Over here. PAA Fresco. Every time most of the time, when I do a soap on video, I ask the question, is this good enough to be a repeat purchase? If I exhausted it to an empty tub, would I buy it again? And for this one, yeah. Yeah, this one's good. I've been sniffing on it for a couple days, waiting to do my first shave with it on camera. It is a new soap to my den. And for a while I was on the fence about it. It was like, I could take it or leave it. But it's starting to grow on me. And now I can't smell it. There's that olfactory fatigue kicking in. Oh man, that aftershave is strong. Like, I'm just telling you what I see and what I smell and what I'm feeling. All right, I'm just being honest with you guys. You might get some olfactory fatigue with this because I cannot smell a thing right now. But nonetheless, that is there are worse problems to have than something being too fragrant. But this is a yes for me. To sum it up and bring this video to a close without rambling too much, this is a yes for me. This is a good soap. I would buy it again. Douglas Smythe, he does a good job. He's a critical thinker to come up with this kind of stuff. And look at that artwork. Isn't that cool? It's good stuff. All right, enough of that. That'll be the shave for today. I want to thank everybody for watching. And until next time, this is Soap Thing telling you, shave like you mean it. Thanks for watching.